You know, there's this speculation everywhere, and people keep asking. I think I watched a video of Steve Harvey say that men and women can never be friends, that a man is always waiting for something. I think that's an American perspective to friendship between male and female. So I don't know, what do you think about that thought, men, female friendship?
Men and women can be friends, just friends. But first of all, let's introduce our guest today.
All right, we have a very amazing personality. To my left, you guys know, you know her already. She's Dawn, troublemaker, noisemaker too. But we have a great person here who is fresh. In fact, a professor. So calm down. You'll learn new grammar today. He is Chidi, and he's an amazing person. So we think, due to his experiences in life, he has had friends, male, female, so we want to understand if a man can actually be friends with a girl without any ulterior motive.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me do a bit of a correction. The name is Chima, not Chi.
Okay, Chima,
So
I'm sorry.
I can understand the names are kind of like similar. But from my own personal experience, I would say yes. A man and a woman can actually be friends without anything attached. But ask me, what is anything?
Okay, yeah, but then anything is, there is this proverb that has been heralded online, I think they said is credited to Pete Edochie, which I don't think he has said. He actually compounded that theory. He said, the quote or the proverb says that men do not keep women as friends. In the other preview, it says, keeping a woman as friend is like having chicken as a pet. One day you're going to kill the chicken and eat it. Do you understand? So it's likened to having a female friend. One day you're going to pull her panties. So we want to understand that thing is pulling the panties. So what do you think in that regard?
Let me start by attacking.
Pulling the panties, like, put it all inclusive here before you go ahead.
All inclusive.
The intention of pulling the panties is also included.
I think this is a two-way street for anybody, male and female. Now, I'm going to say things that will contradict me, and I'm going to be for and against this topic. Men and women can be friends. Yesterday, I asked somebody, do you think men and women can be friends? And he gave me the best answer I've heard so far. He said, yes, men and women can be friends as long as they're not each other's spec. And it made sense.
Okay.
It made sense. Now, can men and women be friends? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like most times men become friends with women because they are thinking that at the end of the day, they are going to get some in the shades.
Okay. That's what
understand?
You think?
Sometimes, not all men, I think. There are groups and groups to it.
Yeah, sure. But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
So some are wholly from, some are
yes,
from.
From get-go, sometimes men just want to be your friend because there's nothing else attached to it. Yeah, it could progress to at some point. Yeah, they start liking you in that way and they want to get into the shits with you. It happens.
Okay, so which means you cannot even determine his intention in the beginning, because if he progresses to wanting to put panties,
you can spend so much time with someone.
No, understand. If he progresses to wanting to put panties, people will now say that has been his intention from day one. You know, right?
Come on, people change, people evolve. You can start off being friends with someone, and at the end of the day, you know, feelings come, or you get to a point where you're like, oh my god.
So which means you're still navigating towards.
I'm saying one land. This is one aspect. There are so many aspects to this thing. So one aspect can be the start of being friends, and at the end of the day, you know, probably he would like to get some. It happens. And then there is this other set that from the get-go they want to get some, but they've seen like, oh, I think this kind of girl might not just, you know, she might want to feel safe and secure, so I'm just going to play the long game, and at the end of the day we're going to get to the place, you know, where we're in the shits and rumbling.
If I might, I think what Dawn is saying is correct.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that what you're saying is wrong.
Yeah, but I'm also going to trash women.
Calm down.
But what I think is, for the intention, that's the underlying
factor.
intention,
Yeah.
the original intention. If the intention is to get some, and you start just by being friends, then Forget it. That is not. I don't think that is what we're.
The basic. No, that's not what I was. But that's why I told you that if at some point you navigate from being friends and wanting to pull her panties, nobody is in your mind to say at the beginning you were not.
No, let me
We
also,
will
But it
just
also
say,
happens for
come in and
women.
Explain
buttress.
for just a bit on that. You see, the point remains that change is constant.
Thank you.
You know, so but men and women being just friends is super possible.
Okay.
You know,
long as
let
they
me
know
take it down to this platonic friendship that we talk about. You know, Plato wrote about it, and that was the origin of this whole platonic friendship kind of thing. And sometime in the medieval ages, they used to laugh at people who are friends with women who are not getting some. It was a laughable thing sometime in the past.
How can you be friends
Yeah,
with
how
a
can you
woman?
be- So society thought then that it wasn't possible. But because people were doing it, that established the possibility of it.
Of it happening.
Of it happening, and that is completely natural. That men and women can be friends.
Okay.
But I agree with her. She said some things can change. You can start having feelings. It's very natural.
Okay, so, but this is where I am standing. I'm standing on I know that changes happen. You can start off 2 years with Dawn, and you feel absolutely nothing. Then one day she comes out and be like, wow, I never knew that she was like this. And you start seeing her in another light. The possibility is there, vice versa. But then, I still believe that there are guys who are friends with you from day one till death. They see you like a sister.
I agree.
Yes.
They will never evolve.
I agree.
Of course. Nobody's
They
even
will-
arguing that one.
They
That's
will never
certain.
evolve. So, Steve is actually wrong. I don't know. Maybe that's an American perspective.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not anything.
He made a very categorical statement and emphatically
If he actually did,
authoritative.
then
But there are also-
societally, he is wrong. If he remember that our society.
No, but he
environment
did.
is
He did.
wrong.
He has made that
You know,
statement.
Yeah.
As much as I
societally
love.
is wrong. You know, why I'm saying is wrong is because you see there are different types of relationships. Friendship being at the top of it, because obviously people will get married. Marriage is kind of a relationship. Partnership is kind of, but at least you start being friends. You know somebody first of all. But what happens that people become friends without any
Sexual benefit.
Yes, because obviously, let's clarify this now. Friends, platonic friendship is just a friendship that is basically on a soulmate level, on a spiritual level, without any
Sexual inclinations.
or physical attraction involved. Now, but let me also add this: that for two persons to be friends, they will also have to choose to continue to be just this type of friends. Because any time one person starts to have any kind of, remember, these are friends who talk to each other. These are
Yeah.
friends who rely.
Yeah.
On
And
each other.
that comfortability zone
Yes.
can create some things.
So, you thinking that this is my friend and I'm going swimming, I'm going with that, I'm doing that, I mean, all those kind of things could metamorphosize into anything, but the two persons must be conscious of the fact that we want to remain platonic friends.
Don't you think that caution is actually what makes them sleep? I have a theory that says the research for medicine, the research for diseases has created more disease, and the research for economy has made us all poor. And the
Brother,
research,
if you're a doctor, you choose to continue to be a doctor, because anytime you go out of your practice or do something that is not within your field, there is this thing going around right now. A young lady who was just recently called to bar, a picture of some,
suspension.
And I'm sure that there might have been guidelines or rule book to her profession or for her profession. And anytime anybody, you stand to be that suspended or disbarred or
Whatever.
disqualified from whatever field. So everything we do in life is as a result of conscious effort.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is because I've seen, for instance, when people, like public speakers, when I'm going to talk or when I'm going to speak, the least I could do is just put pointers, right? But when I'm conscious of who I'm going to speak with, you see me fumble. right? Yeah, sure. So what I do, I get the topic, I start going around the topic, not thinking of those.
Going around the topic, remember, is also a conscious effort to be good at what you're going to do.
Now, this is where I'm coming. Okay, let me say it in a plain terms. If you're conscious of speaking good English, you start making mistakes.
If you're conscious of speaking good English, you learn.
No, you start
good at speaking good English.
No. Now, okay, they said be free, like in art. When you're on the camera, when you're filming, just be free, roll, right? See everybody there as nothing. Come out. When you're conscious.
Don't forget that you've been trained.
That's what I'm saying. No, we are
training.
talking about. I'm still in line with you. Is in that process of training. If you get conscious of a thing so much, you see yourself falling for that thing you're conscious of. One man said, when you preach so much sin in your church, all your church members sin. When you preach more of righteousness, your church members become righteous. What you hear more of, you do. So in these extensions, I'm just trying to establish that when people are friends, like if I and Don, we are friends, and we keep saying, and this thing will not lead to anything, and we're just saying, you will not pull my panties, so you see that.
I agree totally on this.
This point
is a very valid
yes, that conditioning, words have power. Yes.
So whatever you tell your friend,
and we're not doing this, so we're not doing this. So
becomes something your friend goes back home
and you know curiosity. You know curiosity kills the cat. Then you're curious of this pant this girl said I should not do. I'm an adult. Abba, you still put this pant on. And what's special? You start thinking of what's special about this pant. But when they flow in the spirit of friendship, you understand? From her perspective, is it?
Get to where they're pulling
and get to where they're pulling back, then they become not anymore the just friends.
Just friends. They are now become pants pulling and boxers pulling friends. So, but then if she is pure at heart, you are pure at heart towards her, and you guys. But you see that you get to a point where the pants will never pull.
Don't forget that being pure at heart would mean trying not to discuss topics that may get you to where you don't want to go.
Okay, being pure at heart in this perspective is. When you guys are talking about topics, okay, let me say this. You know, when you start, if I am friends with Dawn, she's the only female here, so we'll keep using her as an example. If I'm friends with her and we're just platonic, any day, I try not to tell her that I knocked one girl. Remember, I'm moving to somewhere unconsciously, right? If I start hiding such information and I'm thinking how she's going to feel about it, how, if I tell her this, she will see me as who is knocking girls. You know that I'm trying to be one person to her. I'm trying to sell a personality that will seduce her someday. So being pure at heart is you guys are free to talk about anything.
That was why I said earlier that you have to be soulmates on a whole kind of new level. Somebody you can share everything with. You see, the reason why I agreed with what Don said earlier is that I cannot believe that. Imagine if, back to using Don as an example.
Okay.
Imagine if
example
Don and we're just friends.
Okay.
I don't think I would ever come to that place where I would need to pull anything of hers because, like she actually said, if somebody is not your spec, but again, some people are speckless. So
you know, I was going to come there.
So it all goes down to somebody being soulmate. Why I'm using the word soulmate is like somebody who you can discuss things with. You can share. I mean, if I can talk to her, if she's my friend, I can talk to her about my girlfriend or all my escapades, and she can do the same. We're basically now operating on the same frequency. And there won't be any of those, I mean, like thinking of her in another different
perspective.
Perspective or light. But the point remains that there is that possibility that a man and a woman can be just friends.
Without
maybe
up until the.
So, but
that conscious effort is what makes
Don,
up until it's unlikely.
Do you know speckless is relative or spec is relative?
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. Because we now tailor spec to physical appearance, most of the most of the times we narrow spec to physical appearance. So, but then you see this person who is not your spec physically, and she does not attract you physically, and you did not even know that someday she will attract you mentally, right? Because there are many ways to seduction.
Yes.
So,
Attraction is only but one.
do you
Physical
understand?
Attraction, sorry,
It's only but one way to seduction. You also see that she's a very kind person. She's not physically your, but kind at heart. And you know, I can tell you that most men that cheat, take it from me, 100%. Most men
Professor?
that cheat.
You're sounding like you're talking from personal experience.
Honestly,
No,
I'm
personal
take it from
research.
him.
Personal research. Personal research. These men are good men. 80% and 90% of men that cheat, they are good men, and they cheat out of compassion.
Kai, in this
I'm
Nigeria,
telling. Yes. No. Look at it.
God bless compassionate men.
You know, these men feel that from the point of view, right? Most especially, they have this savior messiah mentality to save you from pain, right?
Wow.
Save
The lady from pain, for whatever pain, and you know, ladies are always going through
Where did you
pains.
do your research?
I need to understand what kind of thing.
No. You know, women always have pains to go through. You see, so they come, and that's the reason why most.
Now,
Sorry,
rolling in the
sorry,
sheets
I
is-
apologize for the profession. Most pastors, they fall for this. You understand? Intentionally, they didn't want to sleep with members and some deaconesses in the church, but you know, they share a lot with them. And the repercussion of that taking into a lot is that they try to save.
I may not agree with your school of thought.
I don't even agree at all.
My reason is because I make recourse to what I said earlier. Everything we do as adults must be a reflection of our conscious thinking and decision making.
Now, do you know? I agree.
pastor may be
Wait,
tempted,
sorry, I
yes.
agree with you 100%. But then, decision and consciousness are manipulated. You know, right?
I need you to throw more light on that.
Now, manipulation comes to play. You have a decision or a principle. There is a word called compromise. And at every point in our life, we all have compromised. We've had a very stoic decision we made, and we're not going to go out of it. Then something happens. You compromise and see yourself in that place. Originally, you were never going to do it. But then your decision to do it was manipulated by the circumstances that surrounded that moment. So at that moment, you made some decision that you were not proud of.
You mean like self-preservative decisions? Because if I...
Okay, give me
stand
one
on-
instance of one self-preservative decision, and I give you possibilities.
Well, I could go biblical, if you
Okay?
let me.
Yes, please.
There was a reason why Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into...
Lake of oil.
So there was a reason. And they stood the chance to... They had the opportunity, if I may say, to not do what they believed. It was their belief. Not do what they believed was right. You know, and they were threatened with death. And they chose to die. You know, this is biblical now. And
Yeah.
by our spiritual faith, it is noted in the Bible that there was, you know, an intervention from above.
Yeah.
You know, Jesus turned up.
And showed forth, yeah?
Yeah.
Like into
So, but
wait,
if
the same
they
thing
didn't
with
do
Potiphar, with Potiphar's wife and Joseph
Yeah,
too.
and Joseph.
Good.
He stood his
So
ground.
I know about this. Then we are dealing with a very minute number here. And let me flip it by the other side. Those are fictional stories. Permit me to use fiction because we didn't experience them and they are recorded in the book.
Well, I would...
Not fiction metaphorically.
Yes,
Metaphorically.
you take away fiction.
No, wait, fiction metaphorically, not in explicit. The history is there to show that. But then, okay, I was talking with my friend this morning, my cousin. So he's actually in Indonesia. So he said, once you make money, every woman fall at your feet. With money, you do anything. I said, no, that's not true. I told him there are women money will never buy. No matter how much you have. They even look at you, they don't like you. They don't even want to know what you have. They are walking away. There are few. But he's going by the number. There are few women like that, and I can tell you any day, anytime. Have the whole money in this world, you can't buy them. They are still remaining. So
this is exactly the point I wanted you to make.
now, in the other flip side of it, majority in number of women, once you flux it, they're on it. They are even the one researching about you. Once you smell nice and pass them, they are more in number.
There is something I'm just going to say.
So, but okay,
You see, I'm going back to the conscious
effort.
because as an adult,
Mm-hmm.
you are inexcusable. You can't make mistakes and be like, you have to decide.
Really?
what you're doing. Yes.
As an adult?
As an adult, you're responsible for your actions. So you have
Yeah,
to,
the fact that
you
you're
have to decide
responsible.
to act right.
The fact that you're responsible for your action does not mean you're not allowed to make mistakes.
No,
too.
that's not what he
That's
said.
not
He
what I
said you
meant.
can make a mistake, but you're supposed to hold yourself accountable.
For the
Even
mistake,
if your
okay.
mistakes are yours.
Yeah, sure, they
Yeah.
are yours, but they are mistakes. You've made them already.
So, but what I'm trying to say is that I've spent a whole lot of years outside the shores of this nation. Did a bit of driving abroad, and when I got back to Nigeria, I would drive and stop at every red light. In fact, I would stop at every amber light, not even red. I would just wait for just green. But then, I'm saying this, I know I'm on camera, but I need to say this, But each time I see the red light, and I see the road, except when you attend the driving school, you know that at some point in the night, even if it's red, you know that,
It's a free way to go.
you're allowed to make that decision on your own. But then again, the decision is yours to make. If it's midnight and the road is free, it's red, But abroad, I would decide on that red to still stay there. The reason is because I wouldn't know what might happen. But a couple of times here, I'm driving 1 a.m. in the morning, I see a red light, and I look left, right, and center. And
It's free.
obvious to me that it's free. And I'm on camera, and I move.
You fly past
I know
it.
it's not. Somebody can say it's not a crime, but go to the court of law. It's
The
red,
rule of
red
driving.
says
Stop.
and you're moving.
Yeah.
So those decisions
Are
were
solely
mine.
yours.
And imagine if in the daytime I see red and I decide to beat the traffic.
You see, you are now on my side of the
The decision
bargain.
is still
No, you see,
all mine.
you are now on my
what
side
I'm
of.
trying to say is that
No,
this
no,
is
no,
Dawn.
no. See,
And I want
Chima.
to be friends with Dawn, and
No,
I've
no,
come
Chima.
to like her on a spiritual level.
No, Chima. See,
And-
before.
and don't forget that platonic friendship is a connection. The same way the romantic one happens. It's the same way. When you see somebody and you feel it, I'm not connected to this person.
You are not
on
gonna be
the
friends with that
sexual
person.
level. In fact, I've come across a young lady that if I could open up her head, think the content, and keep it to myself, and that is one of the things that drives me to always
To her, not sexual.
not whatever.
No,
it is.
see now, you are towing my part, but from different lane. You're doing one way here now. Because I said that decisions are manipulated, and you said how. You just helped me explain how it's manipulated. Abroad, for whatever reason, because the camera is going to snap you, right? You're going to pay $100 bill, 50, whatever it is. Abroad, the decision is made by you, by the consequences attached to making such decisions.
Even here.
Yeah, I'm coming. If you can spend $100, right, you fly over, right? But here, there is no camera.
Not necessarily if you can, because there are some traffics or violations that you are caught up in that will not only take away cash from you, it takes away
Your license.
your liberty, like your license. If you get a
I know,
certain number
I know,
of points in the
but-
UK, your license is.
I know.
for a certain number of years.
Yeah, we're on the same lane. Yes, we're on the same lane. Like there is a consequence to what you're doing. Then why I said that these decisions are manipulated and conditional is because right here, if you're not caught, you're not caught. There's no camera.
But you know, within
No, I'm
yourself,
coming,
you know
I'm
something
coming,
wrong.
I'm coming. You are not caught. Do you understand? So
Don't
because
you feel like it's become a man thing? I mean,
You know,
we're just
carry on,
people of two
don't
different
worry.
schools of thought.
So-
if you ask me.
No.
But now, I'm sorry.
no, sorry. Let me.
Can Dawn afford to be friends with?
I know we'll come to her because she's the next line of action. Now, the final thing I want to say is, on this point where you now decided to cross here, your decision of beating the red light is manipulated by the circumstances surrounding Nigeria.
But
So,
you're the person breaking the law. That's the point.
yeah, no, I'm not saying that the law, you did not break it. Understand me. I'm not saying that the pastor did not knock the woman. He did. And it was his decision. But I'm saying that these things are conditional.
Because
And
it's compassionate.
Then, in the area of, that's where I'm coming, in the area of trying to feel savior mentality, you want to save this woman from
What are you saying?
I don't
from her
understand, though.
predicament.
Which predicament? How is saving the person always going to end
Lord
up
have
in the
mercy.
shit?
You people
are
do
you
not know this
talking
part of
about?
the bargain.
No, what are you saying?
What are you saying?
Are you kidding?
I don't understand what you're trying
Okay,
to
should I bring it low?
Please do.
Okay,
because
now you see a situation whereby a man of God, I don't know why I'm using these people, but I think that they are fairest to use. A man of God is there, and the wife is telling, the wife of another person or a sister is telling pastor how she's starved and how the husband doesn't look her way, and the man of God is saying, but you're beautiful. He say, yes, so I don't know.
I would rather we stop using men of God, because any man of God who would want to save a lady from such by
There
being
are,
one who
see,
gives it,
no,
it's not a
no,
true man of
no,
God.
Chima, let me tell you something. There are weaknesses, and I'll also make excuses for them. Is he right? No. Is he wrong? 101,000,000%. But that is where discipline comes to play the more.
Conscious effort.
That's it. That's where discipline
why are you
comes to
not
play.
holding him accountable for
I'm not saying he. I'm not.
You
I'm
make a
not.
conscious
See.
effort to be disciplined.
No. See. I am not saying he should not be
parameters
at.
in place that
Oh
help you not
God
to
damn
break
it!
that.
Get the point.
Sorry.
I am not saying he is right.
Yeah.
I am holding him accountable for being stupid. But at the same time, you buttress stupidity. You open it up. There are people who come here, okay, like abroad. You see a serial killer, right? And they catch up a serial killer. They don't chop off his neck. They start doing cycle on him. Why? They'll say, okay, upbringing. It is stupid to kill another human being. He is accountable for it. He will go to jail. But they want to figure out what led to that. Maybe they stop at figuring out and going to jail. Correcting that what they figured out would have been an extensive way to stop more incidents like that from happening. From dispersing foster homes, because most of these kids are from foster homes. Either they put more care so that these kids will have love and grow with them, but then they stop at finding, okay, he had a psychological issue once a
I
child.
only have an
So
issue. The only place I followed you and I agreed with you so far, except birth, where you are trying to.
I'm not trying to justify.
No, I've not used the word justify.
Okay.
I will try not to use the word justify. You are trying to give a little bit of teeth to the point that consciousness is manipulative. Like your decision to do the right thing is manipulative.
Could be manipulated, yeah.
Could be manipulated.
Yes. It's a possibility.
But you see, when you use the word manipulation, that is something that is happening outside your knowledge. Something somebody is doing
Yeah.
outside your knowledge. That's
Now.
not manipulation. Because if I am manipulating you, and I tell you that I am no longer manipulating
Of
you.
course.
I manipulate you outside your knowledge.
Knowledge. Okay, now
That's when
let
it comes to manipulation.
now, see.
Society may be manipulating you.
Okay. And you don't
because
know?
You come to church
No,
and
sorry.
see ladies dressed in different dresses. That is-
No, Chema, you're going far. I like the word you said now. The society might be manipulating you. And I asked, and you don't know? Don't we know that Nigeria is manipulating us?
Yeah, but you have to make a conscious effort not to allow yourself to be caught in
But
whatever way.
are we manipulated? That's the question there.
I said might, I'm not sure.
No, we are hugely. We know it. Even the evil, the bad government manipulates us.
But we have to make a conscious effort.
Do women
They are
like
your
being
conscious-
platonic friends with men? Let's focus on that. Manipulating and
Okay, sorry.
manipulators.
Now the question goes to you.
Why is it going?
Can a girl, apart from benefits, here is not sexual now. It's not only sexual because they say it's only with that like sex. You understand? You know, in several arguments, they try to excuse themselves from sex. Men love sex, men love sex. Abi? We don't agree. We love them. Now, I hate them, but we still do it with you. Agreed. Don, let's get from your perspective, or the women perspective, advocates, Omowai. What do women actually be friends with men without any benefit. Here, we're not talking about sexual benefit because we have agreed that we're the ones that like sex.
Why
Because,
are you agreeing?
no,
Women like
because
sex.
always the question of men love sex.
We're
is-
not here to have a
no,
gender
sorry,
war.
we are not.
I
No,
was
no, 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 no.
in-
Calm down, calm down. But I'm just trying to make the point that we have accepted that we like sex, but you people don't. But then,
No, can we move? Please, let's be open-minded today. In the beginning, I was saying I wanted to attack women because I talked about the fact that men can start off being friends and then want sex, and then start off wanting sex but being friends. Then I wanted to flip it for women. Women also, it's not a man thing. A woman can see you and know that if she wants to have sex with you in the first 10, 15 minutes of meeting you and talking to you, it happens. It's not about who likes it or who doesn't like it. But also women have different variations to this. They can be friends with men without, wanting anything. But there are also women that know that I don't want to sleep with this man, but I know he wants to sleep with me, and I'm going to use that power to gain whatever I feel like I can gain. And then there are women that know that, okay, I want to, go all the way with this person, but if I come out saying I want sex, he's not going to stay or he's just going to have the sex and leave. So you play the long game. And then there are women that truly just meet you and nothing changes. They don't want it. They are just interested in being friends, and they become like a guy's guy. Yeah.
Okay. Now the question, like, let me paint this example. I heard it the last week. A guy is always, this girl always comes over to his house. I'm using bestie. They are bestie. Always comes over to his house, and once they're in the house, no sex. Like they are saying that they are no sex, no. But this girl go into the kitchen, eats made food. Bestie, come and drive me around. Bestie drives her around, takes her to the airport, uses besties everything in the house, feels comfortable. Then a time came. This guy said, so what is it that is even making this bestie to work? He withdrew the privileges and the benefits of being the bestie, and auntie stopped being bestie. Now, sex is not there because he was not looking forward to having sex with her.
He wasn't.
No, he was
Okay.
not. His mind, it was made,
You're
and
not
he has,
the guy, oh.
sorry, he has not made, no, he's a guy talking to another guy. If you want, King go tell me, say, I've been the reason I'm on. But clear cut, she knows people he does that with. But then, which is on a platonic, supposedly platonic level. So what I'm trying to say here, minor sexual benefit, which we've started with pulling panties from the guy's preview. From the woman's preview, apart from getting benefits, like sex aside, other privileges, can you guys still be friends with a guy?
That's why I just said yes. I gave you 3 categories of women.
Okay, so
and
what
ended up with the
what
woman
keeps
that
you
becomes
guys
the guy's guy.
Okay, the guy's guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the truth is not even about what keeps you. Why are you friends with your friends?
Okay.
Friendship is for the good time and the bad time. Friendship is not one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes some of my male friends, the people I really think are my friends, are people that I want them to sort me through conversations that I don't understand. I feel like sometimes women I love my female friends. Every time I talk to my female friends, it is satisfying. Like, it's like talking to a person you're in a romantic relationship with, and I'm not even joking. That's how great the conversation ends. But when I talk to my male friends, most times I'm trying for them to give me a what's the English now?
A man's,
No, not a man's perspective, because I can do all that by myself.
as a man that you are.
No, get me, but
You see
I can,
pride-
I
you
can
see pride.
rationale
You see
this
pride.
thing. No.
Okay,
no.
continue.
But I'm asking for a more balanced outlook on a situation.
What balance?
A more balanced outlook.
Yeah, what kind of balance?
Gender balance.
No,
not
don't worry.
gender. Like, I'm not looking for you to give me like an emotional response. That's the point.
Okay, so men are emotionless.
No, oh Jesus Christ.
No, I want to understand
What is
the
wrong
balance.
with you? When I talk to my male friends,
Yeah.
I'm looking for a balanced
What
answer.
kind of balance?
I'm looking
Gender
for
balance.
not gender balance. Must it be gender all
You
the
see the
time?
thing?
When you talk to your
Male friends, you're
Must
looking
it
for
be
balance.
gender all the time?
Yes.
What if it's a business thing? It's
No.
not. It's not about it. See, female friends tend to.
Because you just-
Female
No, calm
friends
down.
tend to
Male
echo.
friends.
No,
Calm down.
female friends tend to echo emotions most
Emotion,
times.
okay.
Like I could be going through something, and then the first thing, and I'm saying, "I'm so mad." You're like, "Yes, you should be mad." And that's not what I'm looking for.
Okay, so you're looking
That's
for
not
that.
what I'm looking
Okay,
for.
you're
No,
looking
calm
for
down.
a more masculine, because
No, yeah.
a more testosterone-driven response. Let me use because
How about,
we have,
Yeah, sure. Because you know one thing she's trying to dodge is where you want her. Finally, we want.
There are times when I look for a male perspective. That
No,
happens.
no, we're not talking about.
But
male-
I'm not
no,
looking
sorry,
for.
we're not-
I don't want you to be emotional. I want you to be more assertive.
and you get that
That's
from
the
it.
point.
And you get that from
there are
who?
certain females.
No, sorry. You
They are
get
very
Except
assertive
you don't
females.
have those kind of
No, no.
I do have them
No, sorry, Chima. Where do you get those assertive?
from my friends.
From your
male
friend.
and female. Don't worry.
Male and female.
They're just looking for a reason to fight. But
No, we're not fighting. It's just that you don't want to own up what you're looking
I'm
for.
not trying to own up. See,
If you
if
are
I'm having a situation,
Let me help you. When you
No,
go to
no,
a lawyer
no,
for an
okay,
opinion,
okay.
you're looking for a legal opinion.
A legal
If you
opinion.
go
First
to a
of all-
doctor for an opinion, looking for a
first of
medical
all,
opinion.
it's not even about
You go to a
assertive.
man
Let me explain.
after-
Can I use my
Okay,
words
go
now?
on.
Thank you, because
Okay.
people that are trying to fight this gender war. Everybody you know, or every friend that you have, you know how they are technically going to respond to something.
okay.
Now, this is not about gender or anything. There are certain situations I have, and then I look at maybe 12 of my friends, and I'm like, okay, I'll listen to this girl and I'll listen to this guy, because I know that they are probably going to give me the best insight to what I'm looking for. It's not about the gender now; it's just about the opinion. So when I go to the girl and I'm saying, "What do you think I should do?" and I go to the guy, and sometimes it's very similar answers. And then I compare and contrast, and I pick what I want.
The only challenge
I
you're
pick
having-
what I want. You are looking for a gender
the
war.
only
I'm not
challenge
ready
you're having
to
here
give it
is
to
that
you.
You keep dividing the gender line. You keep
And
drawing-
still saying that
You're
you,
saying-
it's not
You
it
keep saying
too.
you go to a female.
Okay,
And
I
go
want
to a male.
everything I want
Male.
is male perspective. Are
Do
you
understand?
happy?
It's just like
I
saying
said male perspective.
You don't want
now.
I want
Akamo.
to hear from two doctors, a male
And a female doctor.
and a female.
And at the same time, you say it's not
Yeah,
about
because the
gender.
female doctor is mostly going to be more in depth. Male doctors, they don't know shit.
Well, thank you for confirming what you just said.
You see,
said
you have
something.
landed where you
Are
all
you
started
happy
from.
now? Male and females, they can be friends. Even though
Okay,
the men
so
can be
now
shit.
finally, look,
Let's have the gender war.
now, so we have established that in Nigeria, because I'm speaking for Nigeria or in Africa, we could actually have friends, and this is your guy, and he's a woman. And are you trying to also say that right from the origin, from the beginning, that this lady never felt anything or wanted something, but then landed at something and became comfortable at that thing?
No, I'm saying that there are people you meet.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about generally. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
saying
know.
that particular category.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. There are people you meet and it's nothing. There's nothing. You're just friends. Maybe intellectually you people have clicked and it's just going to be that.
And she will maybe, okay, but there are rooms for metamorphosis, isn't it?
I mean, everybody changes.
Yeah.
Like I've had my childhood friend. He's really a great person. Yeah.
Okay.
And we met, in primary school. So, and now we're adults. He's tried to, bring in emotion once in a while, but it has never changed for me.
Okay, it has remained for you.
He has just always been a friend.
But then, which means that friendship is not really platonic.
Yes.
No, it's not anymore because his feelings have come and
Come
go.
in.
And you being a human being, you also have to know that once in a while, like, don't push it, because if you're in this person's face all the time,
Something
his
might-
feelings, no,
you're being
his
conscious.
feelings.
That consciousness is there.
Yeah, his
to
feelings.
regulate-
Consciousness of
his own is
on the guy's
compromised.
side.
It's
Yeah,
compromised.
it's compromised. My feelings, I don't feel anything. I will even say as much as 2 days ago, I was looking at his picture because now he's all buff and all buff. So I went from the past to the present and I looked. I'm like, are
You were
feeling
looking for the
anything?
thing.
And I'm like,
You
I'm
didn't
still
find the
not
thing.
feeling anything. It doesn't matter how
He
great
looks.
he's looking now. I still don't feel it. And
Yeah.
it's not my problem. It's his problem, because in my head, he's my friend. We're just friends, and it can be sad sometimes.
Okay.
Do you get?
For him?
No,
Or
it
for
can be
you?
sad because, again, you're losing the real quality of that friendship. Because most of the time you're conscious that he likes me, or even sometimes you as a woman
Obviously,
can.
there are some things you can't share with him anymore.
Yeah, because now I'm worried. If I say this, it would hurt his feelings, and he's going to think like, oh, why
I'm
you
here
doing this
liking
when I
you.
can do all this for you?
Yeah.
Do you guys? So you're like that, and it also happens for women, because you meet some guy and you're like, I mean, if we're being honest and mature enough, I've met people that in my head I'm like, I want this guy. And you get to talk to the guy, and then he's telling you like, oh no, my headspace, I'm not here, and you play the toxic man.
And maybe sometimes you also
and
want to
wait
wait
it out.
Yeah.
And you wait it out. I mean, you wait it out until he opens his eyes
To see
to see
what he's not been seeing.
Do you get? So it happens both
So have
ways.
you waited before?
Yeah, sure, definitely. I
And
have.
did he open his eyes?
Oh, of course.
So how did he become great?
I was truly toxic in it.
Okay, you became toxic.
Yeah, I'm taking accountability. I was the toxic one. He's a great guy.
You waited and you waited for him to be less
And then-
toxic, and now
no,
he became
he wasn't
toxic.
even toxic. He was just in,
He wasn't in the right place at
He wasn't in the
Attitude.
right place,
Yeah.
and I was.
So you just waited
as
to
being
finish?
the shoulder to lean on. While
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
waiting for him to, get better. So
Then he got better. Then you damaged him again.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I
Truly
like the
damaged
fact that
him.
you're taking responsibility.
I can't now. A few
Well,
years ago, I
personally,
would
I
never.
think the conclusion is good, but you see, it all boils down to the original or the first
Intention.
attraction.
But I want to ask this question.
Okay.
Do you think it's better to be friends and then get into the shits? And when you're in the shits, do you think you can come back to being just friends again?
Let me help you on that. The intention. You don't start wanting to be friends to get into the shit.
No. I'm saying like it changes to shits.
Yeah.
Why do
It's
you guys
good.
even call it shit?
I mean, I'm
Shits, you're
I'm
going
using her
like
language.
sex, okay? Because you like to poo panties. I'm saying shits because it's bed, like bed shits. That's what I'm saying, shits.
I'm using her language.
Shits like the bed shits. That's the shit I was talking about.
Under the duvet will be better.
Okay, under the duvet.
Now, wow, Nigerians.
Yeah, I think it's good to actually want to be friends with somebody before being getting under the shit. But the problem there is most times when the post bed shit thing brings you into a new relationship, which would definitely not be as good as
It might be better, but not what it was
if
before.
you had the intention that this was what you were trying to do before. Do you understand? Because I mean, the intention
Intention matters here.
is the intention, original intention.
But
She asked a question.
But if you're asking, your second question is if you have been in a romantic relationship.
we're not saying romantic.
No,
We're
no.
just saying that
She
they're
said-
having sex.
Okay, if you're in a sexual relationship and you want to stop and become platonic, well, it's possible because change is also there.
Exactly.
Change.
So which means there is a possibility to lose attraction, lose sexual attraction, and remain a friend.
Do you know
There
sometimes
is-
it's
one,
not even
there is that
losing.
possibility.
Yeah,
Two,
that's one.
And decision is also there.
Yeah, sometimes
both of you can have a conscious decision to like. I mean, we can't.
No, the thing is
No,
about
let
this
me
about
answer
this
your
conscious.
question.
Okay.
Because the truth is sometimes you're not losing that sexual attraction, but you're looking at the benefit of that friendship.
Okay. Now, let me hold you there. Benefit of that relationship or friendship.
Friendship, not
be
relationship.
it financial, be it connection, be it network, be it whatever, be it
business.
intellectual.
Yeah.
Business that's financial. Now, but then, does he remove that attraction?
No.
I'm talking from the preview or the point of view where attraction is lost totally.
And
Is
I'm
there a
telling you, sometimes
possibility?
attraction is not lost.
No,
because,
wait.
Because
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
People can suppress their attraction knowing that it's going to lead them to lose business. So they just better keep it. Put this thing on check. Go and do it somewhere and come back. Good. I know about that. Great, yeah? But what I'm saying is, can you be in a romantic relationship or sexual relationship, romance done the emotions more. In a knacking relationship, and after the knacking, you guys lose attraction, a knacking attraction, and now become platonic friends.
Honestly, I don't think you can ever lose sexual relationship to someone. I feel like you can, find someone better that trumps it.
No,
That's it.
I don't think so. I don't agree with
I
you.
beg to differ on that, because when you say find someone better, that means anyway, because it's not a particular romantic relationship, it's a sexual one.
It's
so
a
that means
sexual
you have
one.
more than one sexual partner. So maybe you find that this guy is not really that good. This guy is not that means.
Yeah, there's something better.
But then I think it is
I
the.
don't think that's what we should be looking at right now.
I,
if
th-
you ask me.
I think it's the women that don't put it. There are many times, yeah, guys will lose it sexually.
I think
Chima can attest to
the
that.
reason why guys lose it, I mean, it's just that win and conquer mentality.
Mentality, like you've
I've done
conquered this one,
I
so.
mean, so
Okay,
go to the
girl
next-
the girl might be a great person outside the sex. She might be a very, like, she reasons very well. She's a great girl. She's kind. But then sexually, you don't want to get. Let's be friends. Men know how to switch to that. Then, but then women,
men do
why
that
do you
not-
guys find you guys are very sluggish at that?
Sluggish
That-
at what?
because they're emotional beings.
No, actually, do you
No,
know?
she's
let me
not
actually-
emotional.
Do you know that research shows that a woman is the one that gets in a committed relationship? A woman is the one that actually gets tired first sexually before the man. And let me explain this thing.
Please do.
Forgive me.
Go on. I want to learn something.
Yeah, sure.
As men don't do anything new. It's nothing new.
Okay. Do women do anything new?
No, we're not doing anything. There's nothing new about, but you get to hear men boast like, when I get you, I'm going to, you're thinking you're going to see 7 stars and nothing. But the point is, sometimes the African culture, we're using African, teaches women to hush, hush, hush.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point you start exploring and you get to see what you like, but then you're with the man and then you're like, if I say I want this, it's going to look at me like crazy. And then so most women go through life, with the same thing, same boring routine, and in their head they want to do more. And so by the time you're stuck with a man that
Can you explain more?
I mean, they want to have more adventure. They
Like?
want to, I don't know what they want to have.
No,
I'm
just
saying.
you are not representing yourself. You're
No, I'm
just
not representing myself because
things like.
consult me later.
Okay, see, the thing is, Don, you have moved from the question. I said.
No. Let me explain. You said
Okay.
we're sluggish. We're sluggish in cutting off the sexual
Thingy.
thing. But
Especially when it's great. Especially when
You
it's
want to
great.
leave something that is great, if you ask me. I mean,
When it's
good.
great, you guys are very sluggish. Secondly, when the guy
I'm
is
sorry, a lot of-
when the guy is a good guy, let's separate sex from the personality. When he's a great personality, but he doesn't want dig it down anymore with you, you guys either you shut down automatically and don't even want to see him again. You don't know how to navigate.
Do you know this is the first time you're asking a real question? Now let me answer this
Okay.
question. When he's a great guy, sex can be rubbish, but you're just using sex to compensate for the thing because you keep thinking, or because women keep thinking that it's
Can't
sex
he,
that's
can't he
holding
be a
you
great
down.
guy and also great sex?
No. It's harder to cut off a great guy and it's easier to cut off terrible sex. That's the truth. Now, if you're a great guy, and the sex with you is terrible, chances are I'm just going to keep enduring that terrible sex because I don't want to lose the great person. And honestly, in my head, I'm thinking this sex is probably one of the things that's keeping him, but let me just keep going through this terrible sex and keep enjoying this great person that I like and all that. Then most women are confused. So when they cut off when the sex thing ends, they're now trying to form, I'm hurt more than anything. It's just accept you're not hurt and just agree that it's just the man that you want. It's not the sex because it's boring. But then women always have to, do the whole dramatic thing and say, I'm so hurt, I'm so hurt, I'm so hurt. That's one thing. It's easier to keep having bad sex with a great guy. Now, Most women are also coming now. These modern day women are really, really shining their eyes, and I applaud them. Don't have a problem cutting off the whole thing. But the problem is that the faster they cut it off, you people just automatically assume that they don't have feelings.
No, we're not bothered about their feelings.
No. Trust me. We're now, because I get to deal with men on a super level than what you would deal with. I mean, you deal with men, but still, I deal with men. The moment I become very assertive,
I don't deal with men. No, continue.
No, get what I'm saying. The moment I become very
Let me put it out straight.
assertive.
I'm a lesbian.
It comes off as being of not having feelings, of my feelings being turned off, which is something I get accused of now a lot more. Because I'm going to shut off the nonsense. I don't need it. I'm going to cut it off. And now it's coming
But
up.
don't you think that maybe the reason why it's been easier for you to shut off the nonsense is because you have really mingled with the people with less greatness? You understand? Because you're also the one that said that the great personality is what keeps a woman that she's tired of, she doesn't want to lose. So why is it been easier for you? You have consciously selected those you can cut off with they don't have much greatness, so you're not going to get your head messed up. When you want to cut them off, it's just a slice away.
No,
after
my
all, it's
dear.
sex.
Now, women working, you make one tiny mistake where you're off. No matter how great you are, because now, unfortunately, we're working with the assumption there's always someone greater.
Do you think we want them where we wanted them? Because, you know, initially, when you leave a girl and she's clingy, no, this girl is too clingy. Can't you just go? We are done. And you're begging the girl to go, and she's the one clingy. But right now, so we wanted them to just do it and go. And Gen Z, they are doing that right now.
It's not about Gen Z.
No,
Please
I'm just
leave
saying.
Gen Z. The
I know,
woke generation. Let's
you-
focus on woke generation.
Okay, woke.
Woke generation.
The woke girls think they can be men. Do you think they are playing to our gallery?
I'm thinking it's a generational thing. This never used to be what's applied in the past. Usually when you're dating somebody and you've come to the end of the relationship, and if the lady likes you and a man and she wants to keep the relationship going, you know, but it's somehow these days it feels more like the ladies are thinking more like the guys, and there are no genuine attractions involved anymore, because it all boils down to genuine attraction. Not this whole, forgive my choice of word, promiscuity thing.
Vibes on vibe.
You know, because if you're looking at this girl, then you want to do this one, you want to do that one, and most times before you do this one, you go and ask this one out, and once you do this one, you want to cut off, go and ask the other one out. Yeah, well, it kind of makes a bit of sense in the sense that if the lady is not feeling too bad about your disconnect, you know, you don't have, why, because you need time. I'm talking like as a man, you know, pre-marriage and anything. If at all, men will want a situation where when they leave the lady, they don't get to be stalked or anything. Yeah, men would like that because they have another, you know, challenge
To conquer.
If that is what you're
The case,
talking about,
yeah.
you know, where if you conquer this, then the lady, you think you're conquering the lady thinks she's conquering you. That is where we have come. It's generational now. This is not what it should be, you know. But again, what would make somebody think, I want to knock that, I want to knock that one, I want to knock that one? I mean,
You know, sex is a success symbol for some people.
well, for some,
Yeah.
for some.
It's a success symbol for some people, and they think
but
once they've
it has never been an achievement anywhere.
No.
And I don't think it's ever going to be an achievement.
No, I keep asking people, do you win a trophy for sleeping with several girls? Show me that Oscar that they gave you, that you slept with 300 girls. So it's you know, but that does not also negate the fact that majority of us, you know, you talked about accountability. Let's take it, yeah? Let's be responsible. Most of our agenda think that conquering girls, especially those who are doing the fast business, think that conquering girls, sleeping, counting number is actually a symbol, a success symbol.
I think people have come to.
You know why is it? Sorry to
Let
cut
me
you.
just say this
Okay.
quickly, so that I don't. I think what people are forgetting is that we have just made promiscuity something normal. In
Like, yes, it's
and
sad.
it's wrong.
It's very
Let
wrong.
me say this again. There is nothing good about promiscuity. having too many sexual partners, or breaking people's hearts at random. And that is what it is.
Yeah.
Because
Heartbreakers.
the alternative to that is going to paid sex workers. But when you go to meet up with a girl, you're telling her all the nice things in the world just because you want to sleep with her.
That's
and
wrong.
she's believing everything.
Because,
said.
yeah, and she moves.
You're a smooth talker, you're a good-looking person, you're good all round. And you've given her all the promises in the world, only for you to pull down the pants and then
move.
come and say, well, that is wrong.
Very, in our sense.
But if the society has come to a place where girls are now photocopying their hearts to go out there, so that when you break the one, what you're breaking is
photocopy.
The real one.
No, you didn't even break anyone. It's photocopy.
So when you spoil the photocopy, they can just quickly and easily walk home
And photocopy another one too.
Because usually it is, if it was the original that was broken, the person will now be sobbing, sulking, trying to mend the broken one. But now when you destroy the photocopy, that is what is happening today.
Yeah, sure.
The person now walks away. But then it's a societal problem, both for the men
and for the women, because women become, it's a societal problem. They become less emotion.
Like you said, and I quote now, that men are not good, that both sexes are not good. So like, that's why I didn't say anything when you said both sexes. But we've come to that point where both sexes are not good. Everybody is playing out there. Everybody's using photocopy hats now.
To come out. Everybody's outside.
Yeah, everybody's outside.
We outside, baby.
We're outside. Everybody's outside without the real thing. And that is wrong with the society.
Yeah, I think maybe we should go back to the way it was before.
We should try to tell people that
send you back.
promiscuity,
Every
sex,
day you want
there's
to
no
go
trophy.
No,
to
see,
the amount of sex you
I
have.
always quarrel with Dawn. She's thinking of, let's be moving forward. And I'm thinking of wisdom and knowledge is in the past. If what we're doing now is not working for us, we can look back. And because it's actually the back that gave birth today. Future, there is no knowledge in the future. Future is an adventure. It's even sometimes very destructive. Because a lot of people die just to realize one mistake. But in the past, that people have died, why can't we borrow things that have worked from the past to the present? So whenever I say, let's go back to the past, because the way you're talking, when things were done honorably, when you don't use the word I love you, if it is not true. In the days of Lady in Red, dancing with me cheek to cheek. You know, those days we wrote love letters too. You put effort, and the girl sees the effort. The girl is not looking at the motor, the car, and the things you have. But the personality who is wooing her, you know, and you have, and this, and they're still the one complaining that we have become. If
when in our defense, there was something Don said that I liked. He said, what women are trying to play the man's game, not knowing that they're the ones losing.
they are the one losing it again. That they're actually losing.
And on another level, the men
Should also behave better.
Thank God.
No, men should.
Please, men, behave better.
But I said it initially. I said we're taking responsibility.
Please
Some
take
of our guys.
responsibility.
But then
Have
also
sense.
know that a man cannot do it alone.
We agree.
Because if a man is buying, there is somebody selling. If a woman is selling, there's somebody buying. Hence I tell these young girls, you are a married man and you're going around, you're sleeping around. Who is he actually sleeping with?
Single
Girls. And you're still
But I'm
complaining.
happy.
You're still
Spread
the
the
single
legs.
girl providing yourself. He did not rape you, he did not force you. You're the one who wants flocks and flocks with a married man. And you still come out and still
But he was
criticize the
giving
married.
the money, cash dollar.
And you still criticize who is giving you cash. It's a transaction. So we need to learn when you're breaking another woman's home. And you know the funny thing, those ones that slept with before marrying, once they marry, they are the ones carrying.
We're going into a whole new conversation now. Back to being platonic friends, male and female.
You see that area?
Please, I think that's a big conversation that we're not having today.
Yeah,
Let's not touch it. Do you understand? It's such a huge thing.
Very
Let's
huge,
not
very
touch
huge.
it. It's not for
It's
today.
so holy, right?
We're not going to fight today. We're here preaching love. I think men and women can be friends if they genuinely understand what friendship is about. Friendship is.
And I also
friends that help you out in times of crisis. That's really what friendship is all about.
And I also think that whenever they think they can move it from being friends to another thing,
Yeah.
if they both think
both
and
agree.
reason the same thing.
Yeah.
They should also move together, not
Yeah.
not the one that the guy is just selling you emotions and you're the one running.
Yeah.
You know, so it should be a
It
collective
messes
because
up a good
Nothing like
friendship.
sneaking emotions in.
no,
No,
not sneak it. Yeah, from you agree together, and you know, majority of the time that works out very great because you people have metamorphosed from friendship. Because I think that what is destroying most relationship, like you said, and I think we'll end with this, when a guy approaches you as a girl and he didn't say anything, or he's just being there doing that and say, I want this, I want that, automatically you have started a relationship. The girl, you didn't even know who you're dating with. There is a difference between the personality he's selling to you and his true personality. Then a week or two into the relationship, the true him comes out because you have gone under the duvet. And after the duvet,
I sense you're trying to wrap up. Let me say this before
Okay.
you wrap the whole thing up.
Okay.
Platonic friendship is good.
Beautiful.
Very fantastic.
Is good on a whole lot of
Levels, yeah.
You see, having experienced platonic relationship, you will be a better lover, you will be a better person. Because life without the opposite sex on a very neutral level is senseless.
Honestly.
You don't get ahead though.
It's
Wallahi.
senseless.
We go to wear boxers. We go to wear boxers and singlets. They walk around like.
I can
Don't get
understand why
level.
the likes of Bates would say you can't keep, melody. Yeah, it's because of the way society
Has made it.
now, But a platonic relationship is very good because people who have had successful platonic relationships are good in romantic relationships.
Yeah.
I
Because
agree.
you are able to decipher this from this. You can know what is
Is.
happening and what is
You're playing now.
So I encourage people, both men and women, guys and ladies,
To have
it's
that experience.
better for you to, say what you're after.
I
Yeah.
agree from the day one.
If they would listen.
No. People listen.
No, you don't get what I'm saying.
Like
I'm not saying
stop.
tell the girl I want to have sex with
Yes,
you.
that's
No,
not
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
But if that's what you're going to, what you're
Don't-
coming
don't
for
forget
at
it's
some
all about
point.
connection.
Okay,
You can connect on an
but
intellectual level.
but don't teach us that part.
Teach you what? No, yes, I have some corrections to make to the guys, brothers,
Okay.
like bros. Please. This is it. Yeah, don't come and be bringing the same vibe that of someone you want to sleep with. Like men have this, they make this mistake, and I don't like it.
We're listening.
They come up with this same vibe, like someone they are sleeping with. They give you like the same term. They clarify it. I mean, women have learned to use different terms for each person. But
Tell us about it.
if you're sleeping with somebody, you want to sleep with someone, you're a lot more softer. If you don't want anything at all, women are a lot not mean, but a bit withdrawn emotionally. They establish that baseline, like that she's not sure yet, and then like we're just friends. But when they don't want you at all, they start like, dude,
Let me call you back later.
let me call you back. Like, we'll not even call
I'll
you
never
back
call
later.
back.
But they establish this, I'm not interested. But men come and then they bring the same energy and use it for everybody. Not
Okay,
minding.
they bring the energy of
like I want to.
do something great.
Yeah.
And it ended up.
And
But he said it before.
No, you will lose it. But I think if you meet someone and you know that it's sex or it's
How do we
something
pass
else,
the sexual energy that we just
I don't
want
know.
sex
This is
alone?
entirely. But what I want to just say, if you meet someone and you know that it's sex, please let's be honest.
How
enough
do we
first time.
tell
You
you
go out,
people?
Are you saying you go out on the first?
And just say, I want to
No,
have sex with you.
no, of course you can't do that. You're crazy now. But
And
then
then how
again,
do
it
you-
happens also depending on the vibe. Oh.
Yeah, so
It
that's what
depends
I'm-
on the vibe.
yeah,
There's
what-
a way you can meet someone and then you people.
No, you know that
and
the
you're
thing
like,
I said that women live in denial, and not all, exception to few. A girl might just like you for sex alone, and you just walk up to her and say, I want you for sex, and automatically she's offended, and say, oh, it's just sex. But that's intentional, truly, that's what she wanted. She still wants to be lied
First of all,
to.
nobody goes about saying I just want you. Even
You
if,
see the
even
thing
if I
now.
meet you, even if I'm a woman and I meet you and I want you for sex only, there's nowhere in God's name I'll come and say I want
Not
you.
you
for sex
saying
only.
it. If I say it to
Like
you
no,
too,
but then
You still feel
it's
insulted.
offensive
You
now,
see,
guys.
you see the thing.
Guys,
So that's
but
what I'm
you
asking.
can tell me
Okay.
that you're feeling me in a certain kind of way and you're not looking for a relationship. That way I understand it.
Okay,
because
sorry.
You said a lot.
No,
without saying
no,
too
don't.
much.
Put it in a sentence.
I'm feeling you.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to get to know you, but I'm not just looking for a relationship right now.
Okay, I'm feeling you, but I'd like to get to
Don't
know
go
you.
use my line no to disappoint you.
No, because that's what I wanted to analyze.
Yeah,
That.
but in talking to someone, at least let them know where you are. You see, we're now adults.
You see the thing.
We're now
Let me
adults.
tell you the repercussion because we're on the
There's no
receiving end.
repercussion
No,
if you come
calm
like
down.
that.
No, if you say, I'm feeling you, but I'm not looking for.
How old is the girl you're talking to?
No, sorry.
Because if you're talking to a grown-ass woman over 26 and above, she understands that. But if you're talking to 26 and below, I'm not sure she's
relax.
understanding
Even 40, that doesn't work.
Standing on the topic that we're here to discuss, that men and women can actually be friends
Without.
without any.
that. Don't have sex with your friends.
Yeah, without any.
No, you could have sex with your friends.
Don't have sex with your friends.
You can, but not
I believe
platonic.
that.
Not platonic.
Yeah, I believe there is room for platonic relationship even in the secular world. I believe that
Everywhere.
platonic relationship even in the Christendom. I believe that is absolutely possible.
Okay, proud.
So, I mean, that topic is been laid to rest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and that is how and where we draw the curtain today. And Donda wants to start a topic of how to tell a girl you want to knock her without a relationship. We hope we hope to have that discussion later, so she will educate us with her wealth of experience on how to do that. All right, my name is Donald, and this is Mr. Chima, and this is Don, the troublemaker, you know already. And we love you. We thank you for watching, and we hope you've learned something. If you want to drop anything, use the comment section. Your opinion actually does matter. Your experience also does matter. If you have a topic you want us to talk about, feel free. Like, share, get somebody who needs to hear this. Subscribe. Very important. Thank you. Love you.